Alrighty, another live stream. Talk about after Christmas. Well, I finally got a break in the weather and I was able to take the big tree down outside. My plan was to get it all down, but it didn't happen because I know that the big tree outside, if you don't know, it's a Balsam Hill, it's an Oakville, it's a 2015 model. It's still a pre-lit with incandescent. So the incandescent is becoming a little bit of a labor of love now. It's needs constant maintenance twice a year. So I do maintenance on it before I put it up and after I take it down. And this year, it needed a lot of maintenance. My little spare bulbs here, I think this is a pack of 50. I don't really know. I never counted them, but I used 1.5 of them, so about 75, 80 replacement bulbs to keep it lit. And this year I had to bring out all the tools to get some of the sections to light. So the majority of the work was fixed up from the Lightkeeper Pro. So if you don't know what a Lightkeeper Pro is, it's a fuse tester, it's a bulb tester, it's a voltage detector, and then it's got the little Prezzo electric zapper on there to try to re-weld the shunts in the incandescent lamps to get it to relight. And generally it does have good success, and it all depends on the tactic you use to use the thing. So ideally, and it's a little hard on a pre-lit tree, you got to find out which section is out, and it's whether it's before or after a plug, because normally Christmas lights come in different sections, so you either got 2 or 3 or more sections depending on the voltage of the bulb, and it will be lit. So generally my tree is about 2 sections deep. So if it's the first section that's out, you want to take the other section, find the first bulb that's lit and pluck it, and then take the Lightkeeper Pro on the section that's out, take a bulb out, shove the thing in the receptacle, zap it like 20 times, and if that doesn't work, you usually flip it around and try it again, and most of the times it should relight on its own. I have found in previous attempts that sometimes if you zap it 40 times, 20 each way, and if you let it sit for a couple of minutes, and if it doesn't light, it sometimes will automatically just come back on itself. But like in this case, there was a couple of times it would not relight no matter what. So I had to get the big boy out and really zap them. And the big boy had to do some work this year too to get the tree to relight. But the problem with both of them is that if you got a lot of them out in a section, it's not going to do anything for you. It just makes a lot of noise and a lot of wasted effort. So the little voltage detector did save a section, and it was the very last section I was working on. I did the Lightkeeper Pro, fail. Big buzz box, fail. This little guy, the voltage detector, was the key that made it help. So what I did was I was looking for the section that was out, and I just kept looking for the bulbs that had power on them, and then when I got to the next one that didn't beep, went back one, replaced that bulb, and it made the string relight after a little while. It wasn't instant because, like I said, that section had several bulbs out, and it took a little while for the shunts to weld themselves back so it would relight. And then going through each branch, looking from the top, looking from the bottom, and replacing bulbs. So like I said, I used 2 of these up. So these are incandescents. You cannot buy them from Balsam Hill anymore. So whatever you got for spares, you need to save the bases or pluck the bulbs out, put the new bulb envelope in, and then put the bases back on. So that's what I've been doing for the majority of my Saturday after I took the tree down and took all the ornaments off and took all the lights off, all the extra LED lights off, so I can get back down to the basics and do my maintenance. So this is part of my maintenance. I've had videos on these before. So for those who don't know, yes, these are still incandescent bulbs. They're still in use. They're still made. They're getting a little harder and harder to find, but they're still around. So I found a bunch of places that still sell these things. I started out with hard to find items. I bought a bunch of stuff from them over the years until they, pretty much ran out of stock, and they don't bother restocking anything anymore. So that led me to the 612 Vermont store. I think that's the name of it. And that's where I got these guys. So the original equipment bulbs were 2.5 volt, 170 milliamps, but I bought the 200 milliamp lamp packages just because at the time I ordered them, that was the only thing that was available. And when I do plug these in, they are a little bit dimmer than the rest of the string, which I really don't mind as long as they're lit and it's taking the load off of the rest of the lamps, and so you don't get the cascade effect of lamps going out one by one by one by one by one, and eventually the whole thing craps out. So eventually, when that whole string is eventually repopulated with all the 200 milliamps, then they'll all be the same brightness. But in the meantime, since them lamps are not burning as bright, that means they're going to last longer than the rest of the set. So that's fine by me. And then it will be the decision on whether I keep going once I'm out of lamps. So I got another bag of these. So these are bags of 500. Yeah, 500. So I still probably got about 750 of these things left. And this is what I do twice a year, is swap bulbs out. So it's like I said, it's a labor of love. So we got Pete in here. Good morning, Pete. Of course, for you, it's afternoon in the summertime, and here in the morning in wintertime. So like I said earlier, I just was lucky enough to get a break in the weather, and my intention was to get everything down, but priority was the tree, to get that down and get the maintenance out of the way, and get that bagged up and put away. So this is my little aftermath to keep the old girl going, is replacing these 2.5 volt lamps with new ones. So I have plenty of spares to keep the outdoor tree going, because it's going to be 10 years old now. So in the coming months, I think I bought that in a couple of weeks before I normally put everything up. So this year it will be its 10th year of getting lit. So it's still in good shape. The lights all still work because I maintain them. Stuff like that. So everything else has gone well outside. I did look at the overall condition of the new ornament package that I bought this year, and probably only going to get about 3 years out of them, because I've already noticed quite a bit of fading on the colors. So not really too thrilled about that for the amount of money that I bought, paid for them things. They're already got noticeable fading on them, so I think they're more intended to be an indoor direct decorations other than outdoor, even though they're rated for both. So I think they're more intended to be an indoor. And of course, the high winds this year didn't help matters. So some of the snowflakes were rubbing against the shinier ones and wore the color right off of them in spots. So they're right down to the gloss, shiny chrome. So in 3 years, 2 years from now, I'll have to decide whether I want to replace them or do the cheaper method and spray paint them with the modern spray paints that are metallic or got some glitter in them. So a couple of options when I reach that fork in the road. And then we'll see how long this old tree keeps going. But more than likely, after I'm done with the horde of lamps, I'll probably, by that time, the tree should be pretty much get on its way out and ready to be retired and get a new one. So what's going on with Pete? Anything new? I love to see you make a video. You haven't made a video in what, a year now? Over a year? Even though you say you're shy. You're not. You're behind the camera. There ain't nobody watching. See, who else we got in here? We got somebody else in here, too. Leave a comment by my shadow. And then after that, it would be, when this tree gets retired, it'd be what kind of tree do I want next? Definitely want a more commercial one. Instead of traditional big stacks. Get one of them commercial ones where each section's about 2 foot tall. And then you literally you build the tree from the top down. Well, actually, not really. You start with the rings. And you use the rings as a ladder, and you just bring the sections up. Just climb on the rings and put the sections on. Then everything is pre-lit. You just plug everything in. The wires run on the inside of the frame, and you got these panels that you just literally just hang them off the edge. Because I worked on, a long time ago, I used to work on, I used to go to a bank, because the company I worked for, we did a bank a favor, and we put up their lobby Christmas tree, and I think it was a 20-footer, and that was a commercial tree, so you set it up, and then you literally climbed on the rings to get the sections up, which didn't take long, if you had 2 people. One guy, I would be the ground guy, so I would hand up the panels, and the tree would go up quite easily. And then it was just really the only thing that sucked about that was using the ladders to put the decorations on and stuff like that. It's like you could just easily set it up where you could just leave the decorations on there and just figure out a way to permanently attach them. So the big ha-ha to that was every year that when we would take it down and put it up, we would find lots and lots of rubber bands in it. Because there was a desk on either side of the tree, so you can just imagine the days of the rubber band wars, of firing rubber bands on up and over the tree or around the tree to hit your co-worker on the other side, or at least have a rubber band land on their desk, and they would retaliate and fire one back. And of course all the missed shots would land in the tree and be hanging in it, around it, and on it. But that was a nice tree to see when it was lit and completed, and then it came to the point where we stopped. The bank decided to stop having us come in and put the tree up, and I think they didn't bother putting it up anymore. I think they donated the tree to somebody. Yeah, probably that guy is probably not doing that stuff anymore. Or he doesn't have the time, or not willing to give the information out. I think a lot of these little projects that pop up is somebody just looking for something to make quick money, and then they disappear. So there, that takes care of that. So some more bulbs, some more spares, so that's good. So the only thing I got to do is probably next weekend is it's supposed to be decent again. I'll take the rest of the stuff down outside. All I got to do is on the live tree outside is just take the snowfall tubes off, and then the rest of it I can take down from the ground. And then a little bit of ladder work, take the lights off the little porch and stuff like that. I do notice when I did put the stuff up last year that there was a string that was not lit. So I don't know why. It's passing power, but it's not lit. So we'll have my first LED string light repair. So I do have that Lightkeeper Pro for LEDs. So it'll be my first time of using that, or we'll probably do it both ways, where we'll use that Lightkeeper Pro, see where the initial fault is, and then go through, if you didn't want to deal with that, and use the voltage detector and figure that out. So got to get that down and put it away. I do got a bunch of stuff I still got to file away, because when I took everything down yesterday, I just shoved it all in a 27-gallon tote and covered it up, because I didn't know whether it was going to rain. It did rain later in the day. I didn't know exactly when it was coming, so I just shoved it in the tote and put the cover on it. It's still sitting outside, so I got to bring that in and sort all that out and make I got to let it warm up in front of the heater for half an hour or so all the wires is nice and supple. Otherwise they're about as stiff as a stiff, and usually it doesn't pan out very well when you're trying to deal with stiff cold wires. The installation can crack and stuff like that, so don't want any of that. Let them warm up, dry out a little bit further, and then I can roll them up nice and put them in the bins, and then eventually file that away all in the basement. So the big tree is all filed away in the basement, and it's tree bags that I bought a couple of years ago, the red sleigh bags, the rolling ones, very nice. I do like them. When I put the inside tree away, I stuffed that in its original bag, the tarp material type bags, and that's old enough now where I ripped one of the handles right off of it. So I did order. The only thing I bought for the after Christmas sales is a new tree bag for the indoor tree. So this season it'll have a new bag. So when that gets put away for this year or 2026, January 2nd or 3rd or 4th or whatever. Yeah. So this year Christmas and New Year's falls on a Thursday. So this will be about the 3rd, something like that. Put that away in its new bag and throw the other one out when I bring it out. So, and then see what develops new in the Christmas land or additions or stuff like that. So, don't know what else to go over. So I guess we'll cut it out here. So a little short, little live stream, just to see what I'm doing and how things went and Christmas overview. And like I said, the ornaments, the outdoor ornament package was a little bit of a bust. So I was kind of disappointed on the color retention. So probably, like I said, 2 or 3 years from now, I'll have to see whether I want to replace them all or spray paint them. Because with the modern spray paints, the nice glittered spray paints and the metallic finishes, should keep them going for a little while longer until they get too ratty, and I'll just toss them all. So with that, I'll end it here. For those who are watching, thanks for watching, and for those who watch the replay, or if you have not already, make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe. I got to be one of them guys, because people don't subscribe. One note, Pete, if you're still here, my one video for these little single tubes, tube button, my little video tutorial did help the one guy out to program his, because he says he bought one. He couldn't figure out how to get the thing to set, because the instructions are really not that clear, but the video tutorial helped them out a lot. So at least one of my videos helped somebody and stuff like that. INI 12 in your box. Okay, we'll be looking forward to that. And with that, we'll end it here. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll have a little Christmas light LED or DEL for some, or LED. We've got them type of people. A little light string repair. So hopefully that is next week. Until then, we'll see you next time.